Hi, I'm Millie Pinsky, and I chose the prompt on trending and trending health comm and what we can do in the future. So there is nothing more that has been consistently trended in today's age than social media, and I truly don't understand why we don't see any certified influencers or media figures talking about health, either mental or physical. Maybe I'm just on the wrong side of TikTok. It's possible. For years, I've seen the adverts on smoking hazards, the truth adverts, and it's more recently turned into vape hazards. So kudos onto them for changing with the times. But those are now ads that are skippable on YouTube, and we're not seeing them anymore. Everything seems to be skippable. Is it not? It's not enough to make any kind of message go through. So we are now capable of choosing so many things to entertain ourselves. Why is it that the influencers of today aren't promoting better health? I can, however, remember one where Nick Jonas was promoting some kind of device for blood sugar monitoring. However, when you further research that product, he is promoting a product that is very expensive and also very hard to get. So essentially, we're seeing that most health industries are becoming capitalistic. Medicine is expensive. So this influencer idea could be huge for most health industries as a whole and could make the world a healthier place. We see celebrities promote all kinds of things, from shoes to cars to perfumes. So why not health? Why not have a celebrity promote something that could go that could help our world rather than it end up in a landfill? In last week's discussion, I mentioned that we don't see or hear nearly enough about mental health, as there remains a stigma that surrounds even the mentions of a diagnosis. In the 2021 Current article we read this week, they found that humor has a direct correlation to increased mental health or mental well-being, as well as less loneliness and fewer headaches. As someone that has worked in and studied public relations for the last handful of years, this is a goldmine of possibilities. The campaign to smile or even laugh could uplift so many people fighting within their own heads. In pop culture, we could see an uptick of more comedy and less drama that we watch. Kids now crave stupid humor in the memes they watch as it is. But if laughing is contagious, why can't we start a campaign for it? Furthermore, I would love to see a longitudinal study done on teens and preteens today, and I know that's difficult to get any kind of permission with IRB for those under 18, but I think it could really do wonders for both mental health and the pop culture media industry. So start it with teens, go into their 20s and even adulthood to see what they're watching and if it correlates on their mental well-being. I think that media use is probably one of the things that we need to study more so now, because it is literally everywhere. But going back to the Laugh campaign, we haven't had many things to laugh about as a nation in these last few years, or even as a world. I feel like I've aged at least a decade in that time, and the stress that we have faced does not go unnoticed, but even more so for the younger generations. I have seen it firsthand in the effects and in the aftermath for all of my children, especially my youngest. She has been in and out of therapists, psychiatrists, and even spent some time in a mental health unit for a couple of weeks. It was hard to grow up in the 90s, but it's, I think, even harder to grow up now. We need to teach these kids that have been locked away and locked up in their formidable years how to interpersonally communicate again. The 2023 Salianas et al. Article spoke of social support and how it helps Alzheimer's disease and related disorders. This might be a little bit of a stretch, but why isn't there more support networks in the communities that we live in the places where these kids are at every day, so schools? I think we probably already know it's because of the stigma, but I'm finding that these kids are more open to discussing the meds they take and their diagnoses than the kids that we were once. I feel like we need to encourage that as much as possible to end the stigma. As this brings us back to the influencers, these children who spend hours scrolling through TikTok could see the real effects of how influencers' lives aren't perfect and they go through stuff too. I think it would be the beginning of the end of the health crises that we have hidden away. So until then, I'll keep talking about it like I always have, and we'll say this. Hi, Millie, and I have bipolar disorder, and it's really not that big of a deal. Thank you.